The price for 1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage.
The price of groceries are absolutely leveling me. I know they must be leveling you.
Welcome to that just don't make sense spending money on. Walmart edition part one. First thing up, these little cups of hamburger helper. Why would I pay you $2.24 when I can go to the back and get a box for $1.25?
Dog treats. The price of dog treats are killing me. But if you've got a good dog, you gotta give it treats. Here, these are my favorite dog treats because you can fit them in the little Kong balls. These are now $5.49, okay? Those were not that expensive a year ago.
Grocery prices are on the rise, and I guess the government just expects people to eat rice and beans until they figure out how to fix this economy. Since many of the migrant workers have been kicked out, who's gonna pick up the tomatoes? I'm not paying $10 for no tomato. How are people affording to eat right now? The price of beef and coffee are soaring. How is coffee getting more expensive?
Those Doritos.
Hey, look. Y'all know why y'all ain't buying nothing off TikTok shop? Look, it's like grocery store video day. This bag, hey, look, hold on. This bag only has, see, that's the air right here. Stay with me, people. From here down, $6.49.
Wait, $6.29.
Okay, well,
20 cents.
whatever. I mean, $6 for this.
It's groceries are absolutely ridiculous.
Look, I'm gonna start prostituting. I gotta pay for this somehow. I mean, I hate to break it to the moms out there, but it's coming. It's coming.
Hey, that back page is looking good.
Now, I tell you what, ain't it though? You know, the OF page is the Only Scott page. I mean, I gotta get a wire transfer from Wells Fargo just to buy a pack of chips. Expensive ass place.
Grocery prices are so bad, you got a grown-ass man selling ass for a bag of Doritos. What have we come to? Every time I go to the grocery store, I look at the prices and say out loud, you've got to be kidding me. Extreme couponing is coming back. That is the new wave. I think I'm gonna make a video on that soon.
Welcome to that just don't make sense spending money on. Walmart edition part one. First thing up, these little cups of hamburger helper. Why would I pay you $2.24 when I can go to the back and get a box for $1.25? Make it make sense. Next up is your favorite Uncrustables. You get a 10-pack for $10.46. Now, why would I pay that when I can buy a loaf of bread, peanut butter, and jelly and get twice as much of a sandwich because you're halfway gone? Nope, not gonna happen. Now, somebody please explain to me when bleach, great value bleach, went up to damn near $6. Like, what the fuck, man? Y'all playing. Now I can get the same thing for the same price with a smaller amount with the label. I cannot hesitate, so I gotta get the bleach, but we ain't gonna get the big one. We gonna get the reasonable one. Oh, and I gotta take a deep breath with this one because this really pisses me off. Since when the orange juice? And look at this little bitty. This ain't a fucking gallon. $7.64. But if you want a name brand, clearly it's half the size. I'm going to Publix and get me some oranges. I squeeze myself. Okay, so clearly these are the biggest scam ever. Now, if you know me, back in the day, these used to be $1. Now you telling me I get half the price for $1 or half the can for $1.48? Make it make sense. Okay, so clearly somebody must have forgot to sign because I know you are not telling me that this little bitty bag of chips is on rollback for $2.69. Regular price $4.92. Just because it tastes like some damn ramen noodles? See, Walmart gonna piss me off. And for the life of me, can somebody explain to me why this little bitty ass bottle is almost $8 for some damn fresh breath? I mean, goddamn now. Let me see, compare ingredient. Oh, same as Therapy. Appreciate that. Let me get that great done. Let me get the hell out of here before I spend more money than I plan to.
Even Walmart is out here finessing the chips, really? I thought the chips were supposed to be untouched, but they're taxing on those too? No, this is crazy. No, because why is a singular tube of Dove deodorant $7? So the government is out here trying to make people malnourished and musty. Everything rising except my paycheck. No, but for real, I'm about to get this tatted on my forehead. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up with what's going on, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this.
Okay, what is going on with food right now? This is literally 93.7. It's all organic or whatever, all grass fed for $10.49 a pound. That's ridiculous. Even down here for $85.15, it's more. It's $11.50. And you know that's organic or whatever. It's still you have 96.4 for $8 a pound. What the f is going on?
And let me guess. In a couple of weeks, there's going to be another bird flu and all the chickens are going to die. So the price of eggs is just going to shoot up again. And these grocery stores aren't helping either. The price gouging is insane. And you would think it would be from the small local shops. No, it's from the big box retailers like Costco, Aldi. Are you serious? Why are they doing this like this? I'm already paying over $100 for a Costco membership. Now I gotta pay another $100 for some damn eggs.
Today I'm going to show you how expensive groceries are in Germany. A bag of mandarins, $1.69. $2.39 for 12 eggs. Baby bills for $2.79. Oat milk for 90 cents. Bio salami for $1.99. You can get real bread for $1.19. If you get a full loaf, you can cut it right here. One salmon fillet for $3.99. You can get 3 pizzas for $3.99. There are 3 pizzas inside. Red wine for $2.49. 6 pears for $1.49. Cucumber for 69 cents. 2 pounds of meat for $6.99. Strawberries for $2.89. Yeah, are you guys ready for the craziest thing? This much toilet paper for $2.69. And then 4 pieces of kitchen towels for $2.75. I honestly have no idea why toilet paper is so expensive in the US. You can get cat food for 30 cents. Let's head over to the sweets. 1 bag of raisin for $1.79. Chips are $1.19. Olive oil for $5.99. The prices here are insane. They're so cheap. You get some Gouda for $1.95. This huge pot of Greek yogurt, $2.29. Baby food is either $1.05 or you can even get something for 75 cents. 85 pieces of diapers for $5.39. Hand soap here for 65 cents. Toothpaste for 65 cents. Okay, let me know in the comments. Do you think it's cheap or expensive to shop in Germany?
Damn, that moment you realize that you've been getting scammed your entire life. Why is America so damn expensive? Ain't no way this is real. This has to be some kind of German propaganda. Because $3 for some toilet paper? In what world is that even possible? At this point, I think I'm just trying to cope and hope that your finger slips through that paper. I work at Aldi in the US and we have the lowest prices in my area. And those prices you just showed make my Aldi look expensive.
The price for 1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy is this? And like, how far are they going to let these grocery prices get before they realize that regular people can just not afford this? Like, right now, let's do a comparison. Let's use like a couple big chains at where I live. I'm on the West Coast. So we've got like Albertsons, we've got Vons, we've got Stater Brothers, which I think is kind of like a West Coast thing. All of those are about twice the price of an Aldi, a Walmart, a Winco, a Safeco, or a Heb, or like a Food for Less if you have that. So I will tell you that of all the places that I'm shopping right now, Aldi happens to be my favorite. And no, they don't have everything. And Aldi is like the great value brand at Walmart. That's all they have in the whole store is the Aldi brand. So there's not as much selection, but I like a lot of the stuff that they have there. So I did a price comparison out here. Stater Brothers, which is down the street from me, has amazing butcher department. The meat department is great. So I went and bought my weekly groceries there. $240.
$240 on weekly groceries is insane. That's like a car note every month. At this point, what are people supposed to do? Beef prices are getting out of control, so what? We're supposed to start raising cows in our backyards? Make that make sense? Here, let me go walk my cow because the government isn't doing their job. That sounds like a great plan. Went to my local grocery store and almost called them in for crimes against humanity for the prices they were charging. Like, damn, I'm just trying to feed my family and not take out a loan. They really want us on some cheese and crackers diet.
People are complaining that the prices in grocery stores have gone up, and our president is saying that prices went down. I'm a nerd, okay? Call me a nerd. I have receipts from June 2024 right through today. So we're going to go grocery shopping and we're going to do some price comparison, and I'm going to show you how more expensive your groceries really are. I live in Howell, New Jersey, which is a suburban neighborhood. You know, not anything fancy. I'm at ShopRite. I'm not at Trader Joe's. I'm not at Whole Foods. I'm at ShopRite. We buy the same thing every single week, okay? Let's go shopping. Coffee is one of the biggest I've seen increases. Okay, now here on my receipt, we buy 8 o'clock coffee. I circled it because I used it one other time. Sorry for the blurriness. $9.99. You see that? $9.99. See it now? $17.99. In less than a year. $17.99. $9.99. So it is doubled in price. Coffee is insane. And this is not even a fancy brand like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Let's keep going. All right, I just met a lady here at the meat department who said, horrible, horrible. She can't believe the prices. Chopped meat, $17.90, $17.46 for 3 pounds of chopped meat. Are you out of your freaking mind? This little package of chopped meat, which is 93% lean, is $7 for that little piece. That could make 2 hamburgers. You're kidding me, right? Let's just take for shits and giggles, let's go over to a roast beef. $11 for $22. I'm speechless. Here's a beef around $19. Wowza wow.
At this point, I'm going vegan. It just ice cubes and water for me. Paying steak prices for chicken nugget meat should be illegal.
The price of groceries are absolutely leveling me. I know they must be leveling you. I'm gonna go through some of the things that I buy right now and compare them to the ad from a year ago. First up, olive oil, Star brand. Next up is coffee, okay? We got our Starbucks coffee. This is $8.99. $8.99. I forgot to do the price on the olive oil. It's $12.99 for olive oil. Coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is $4.99. I love coconut sugar. It's a nice healthy alternative-ish. Dog treats. The price of dog treats are killing me. But if you've got a good dog, you gotta give it treats. Here, these are my favorite dog treats because you can fit them in the little Kong balls. These are now $5.49, okay? Those were not that expensive a year ago. Ground beef. I go with Laura's ground beef. $10.99. Finally, jerky. I love me a good jerky. Jack Link's, $12.99. One thing I'll tell you for sure, the price of things that are absolute garbage, like energy drinks and donuts and the shittiest of protein bars like the Power Crunches, those prices haven't changed that much. Do you know why? Because they love poisoning you for cheap, and that will never change.
At some point, people are going to have to start selling their pets to be able to afford food on their table. Soda, Twinkies, chips, their prices haven't changed much. Why? Because they want you to be fat and dumb.
I'm about to hit a literal brick right now. I'm at Food Lion. These prices are fucking insane. Boneless beef chuck steak, $82.99. 0.83, $99.99 a pound. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. That's f***ing insane. Hey, I got a question. Is this for real? Like, me and my husband are arguing over it to see if that's a legit price or is it messed up. I know they went up on meat like hardcore, but I was like, is that real?
I mean, I'm not really,
right.
It seems a little high to me.
That does. Well, see, there's like 3 or 4 of them over there that are all $80-something.
I guess it must be.
I know prices is high, but damn.
$100 for mystery meat is diabolical. What are these grocery stores doing? They're selling 10-pound chicken nuggets and calling it steak. They're not fooling anyone.
You know, I came to the grocery and there was hardly anybody here, so I thought maybe a bunch of people got raptured. But then I realized that everybody's so damn broke from all this great cheap stuff, these cheap groceries, that they just aren't here. So I guess I understand why those people wanted to be raptured. I mean, let's just be honest about it. They probably wanted to be a way out from this that they have, because at the end of the day, if House, Senate, presidency, Supreme Court, most of the legislatures and most of the governors, if they can't make these groceries cheaper, then the simple fact is it's on them. they didn't do the things that were necessary to get this done. So, yeah, no rapture. Still a bunch of heartache. Peace, y'all.
Grocery prices are so bad, you got people preaching inside the aisles. People are just trying to get some ketchup, meanwhile they're about to get hit with the sermon.
I just went shopping at Aldi, famously the most affordable grocery store, and prices are going up. Look at this. Right there you can see the cashews, it says $7.19. This used to be less expensive, and I can prove it. Because I am a very normal person, I keep all of my receipts in this manila envelope so that I can price compare throughout the months. And I have here in my hands my receipt from Aldi from August 15th, 2025, and I got assorted cashews for $6.95. Take a look at that. And there you can see the date, 8/15/2025. And not only that, you can see here that this gluten-free pasta is $2.79. This used to be cheaper. On March 29th, 2025, that pasta was $2.15 per box. See it right there for yourself. I get that for some people, these are not huge price jumps. And honestly, right now, my household can absorb this, but everything about life in the United States is getting more expensive, whether it be an extra 50 cents here or next year, we're going to watch healthcare skyrocket because of the cuts. So it's not only just that people are losing their jobs, it's that everything is getting more expensive.
A folder of receipts is crazy work, but it just goes to show you how ridiculous these prices are becoming. And those price differences are just a couple of months apart. Every week, these grocery stores are adding small increments. 10 cents here, 20 cents there. By the end of the year, everything's going to be triple the price.
I went to seven different grocery stores to figure out which store has the cheapest prices. I recorded the price for 5 grocery staples. They are milk, eggs, chicken, bananas, and bread. I was very surprised what store ended up winning. I first stopped at Whole Foods. Milk, $4.99. Eggs were $4.49. Chicken, $5.99 a pound. Bananas, 55 cents a pound. And bread, $4.29 for the least expensive loaf. Keep in mind, I'm looking for the cheapest item in that category. So for most of the stores, it will be the value brand. Our grand total for Whole Foods was $20.31. As expected, it was quite expensive. Our next stop is Kroger. Milk, $2.89. Eggs, also $2.89. Chicken is $4.99 per pound. Bananas are 55 cents per pound. Bread, $2.69. Now, that brings our total to $14.01 for Kroger. And now we're at Trader Joe's. Milk, $3.99. Eggs, $4.49. Chicken, $4.99 a pound. Bananas, 23 cents each. I actually took this one home to measure it, and it turns out that they were about 54 cents a pound. Bread is $1.99. This brings our grand total to $16 even for Trader Joe's. Moving on to the famously cheap Aldi. Milk, $2.65. Eggs, $2.72. Chicken, $3.49 for a pound. Bananas, 49 cents a pound. Bread, $1.39. That brings our total to Aldi to an impressive $10.74. It's Costco time. Since Costco's a wholesale club, I'm going to let them cheat a little bit and give you the price as if it was just the same quantity as the other stores. Kicking it off with milk, $2.65. Eggs, $2.70 for a dozen. Chicken is listed at $2.99 per pound, but the cheapest package I could find was over $25. Bananas would be 49 cents a pound. Bread is $2.50 per loaf, bringing Costco's total to $11.33. Here we are to Walmart Neighborhood Market. Milk, $2.62. Eggs, $2.72. Chicken, $2.57 a pound. Bananas, 49 cents a pound. And bread, $1 for an entire loaf. The total for Walmart is $9.40. Our last stop is Target. Milk, $2.69. Eggs, $2.79. Chicken, they were out of stock, but I found online it was $3.79 a pound. Bananas, about 59 cents per pound. Bread, $1.50. This brings our grand total for Target to be $11.35. So where should you shop? That would be Walmart. They were actually the cheapest. I was very surprised by this because I thought Costco, given the wholesale nature, would actually be the least expensive. If Costco didn't win, then I would have expected Aldi to win. However, they were still more expensive than the Walmart. Give me a follow if you want to see more content.
$1 for a loaf of bread? Honestly, is that even bread that you're getting? Just because it's cheap, it doesn't mean that it's good. And knowing it's Walmart, those rats are always finding some way to try to finesse you. Even though Walmart was a bit cheaper, Aldi's is definitely where I'm spending my money. See, I think most people know that Walmart is not to be trusted.
I'm sitting here in my car, extremely overwhelmed and defeated feeling about how expensive it is to feed your family as clean as possible. And I just want to know, where are my like crunchy families? And what does y'all's budget look like for food? Or how are y'all saving money in that area? Because something has changed. I just went to Aldi, and honestly, I'm gonna make another video about that.
Rice, beans, and potatoes. That's how most people are going to survive this. You have to be a billionaire to afford meat. We can't have anything nice anymore.
I just got back into town, and this morning I went grocery shopping because I didn't have anything in the house. So as I was grabbing eggs, and I was grabbing milk, and I was grabbing chicken for my prep cook, I realized this was really adding up. By the time I got to the register, it was a lot more than I was expecting to spend, but that seems to be the norm. So I actually looked it up this morning. This was the best graphic I could find for groceries over the last year, and it's published in Portland, but the numbers are apparently pretty consistent nationwide. So food is up about 3%, meat, poultry, fish, and eggs, things I bought this morning, are up over 5.5%, so we're paying a lot more at the grocery store. It made me start to think about the classic campaign ad where people get out and they shake their fist and they talk about what they're going to do and they demand a change and then get into office and don't really do anything. Well,
let's look at the numbers and don't be gaslighted. We need new leadership, and we need it now. We need new people at the helm.
that was Winsome Sears, who was running for office 4 years ago and demanding that we needed new leadership because the price of groceries was just too high. Well, guess what? 4 years after she's been in office and she's now running for governor, the price of groceries are even higher. Not only that, almost half of Virginians are relying on some sort of food assistance, on SNAP benefits, on free school lunches, or on food banks because they don't have enough to pay for groceries. And yet she's actually running for office again saying, I'm going to make this better. I'm going to fix the thing that I made worse the first time. And don't forget that under her tenure, there's been a huge cut to SNAP benefits. So those half of Virginia families that rely on that assistance literally may go hungry.
Politicians making children starve is nothing new. And the worst part is, these people are going to keep their office seats because no one's going to go out and vote. Who has the energy for that when all people can eat is rice and beans?
These grocery prices in rural Washington.
You would think because these grocery stores are in the middle of nowhere that their prices would be more reasonable, but no, they know they're in the middle of nowhere, so they're going to be price gouging. So you either pay those prices or travel 100 miles to your nearest grocery store. People really don't have a choice.
What is this? Do you see that price? Do you see this? I didn't get the good burger. I got the cheap, and it's still that. How can we eat when these are meat prices? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
We live in New York City, so obviously everything is going to be super expensive. But this is just the most outrageous pricing I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
We got 3 things. Feel Good Foods, these the pork soup dumplings. I'm obsessed with them. I haven't tried this one yet, but we'll report back. Annie's pizza bagels. He wanted a Hot Pocket. Couldn't find him. Okay. Ben and Jerry's ice cream. 3 things. Guess how much these 3 things cost. Don't say. Don't tell them. 3 items.
It's a lot.
A lot of money. First person to guess. You know what? First person to guess it right.
We'll send you a
I
pizza
will
bagel.
Venmo you that amount of money. It is just absurd.
The comments are cooking her. Buys the most expensive brands. OMG, it was so expensive. And they have a point. Whether you're in New York or in a rural area, it's going to be the same case if that's what you're doing.
Y'all, can we just talk about the price of groceries? Oh my gosh, went to Sam's today. Well, I did a Sam's pickup. Got a rotisserie chicken, some red seedless grapes. Got some croissants, some sweet potatoes, 2 loaves of bread, 4 bags of skinny popcorn, some variety pack cookies, got some pre-made chicken salad, and 2 packs of these chicken breasts that are already cooked. There's 6 chicken breasts in here, and a big bag of steamable broccoli. That came in a bigger bag. There's 4 of these bags in that bag. $240.
She's buying everything already made. Of course it's gonna be so expensive. Who's out here buying steamed broccoli? Are you serious? People really be buying anything.
Can somebody please explain to me why this bag of cheese, which is like extremely processed and just regular ass shredded cheese, is $18? I literally don't even understand why they think it's okay that they can charge us almost $19 for a bag of cheese, dude. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't even want to know how much my groceries are right now. Like, our freezer broke, but we have a new fridge and freezer, so I bought like a bunch of frozen, but I'm gonna show you guys how much it costs because it's crazy out here. Almost $5 for a bag of chips that is like 50% air. Almost $6 for that. How are these chips on rollback for $5, dude?
To be fair, that is a ton of cheese. So if you actually divide it per pound, I think it's pretty reasonable. But those chips, no, those are criminal. $5 for some air and some taco seasoning? Yeah, no. Bingo. I started buying the blocks of cheese and shredding it myself. So much cheaper, and I now only buy off-brand chips if they are cheap. This is really the only way. Unless people have money to spend, they're going to be forced to be doing all of this themselves.
Have you guys been to the grocery store lately? Look at that, $7.49 a pound. Do you know that is more than the minimum wage for hamburger meat? Get the cheap one, $6.29 a pound, $6.99. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this for steak, $9.49, and this is flank. $5 for a bag of cookies. Look at that. $6.99 for chips. Look at that. You know what I'm noticing as well is everyone is looking at the prices. They're moving the tag and looking at the prices. There's people here just picking up like their one meal after work. What happened to lower groceries on day one? What happened to America first? Because so far, by my count, not only has he not done anything for America, lowering prices, he has raised taxes, raised the national debt, caused so much grief, and now you have tariffs. Drop your comment.
That doesn't even look like real meat. Meat so expensive, can't even make burgers anymore. You're gonna have to settle for lettuce and bread.
Oh, how are we doing? How are we doing? Went to the grocery store. Let me show you what I got. It was just a quick run. Trash bags, a few command strips, only 2 pre-made food things, and 2 little Easter basket type things that I'm gonna put in. Little magnets. That's it. That's all I got. $121.
She bought some toys and trash bags, and it was over $100. That pre-made food must have been some pricey steak or something.
For some chips, it's crazy. Yeah, and then for the reading. $28. For some cheese though. Oh, ain't no way. $8. $6. When have watermelons been $8?
$8 for some watermelon? How is that even possible? Why is watermelon the same price as meat? Yeah, Walmart is having a laugh.
Y'all, groceries done got freaking expensive. Just this little bit, mainly for like this weekend, $215. That's all I got. Just this right here. I don't even eat that much. This is just like mainly for my kids and stuff. But these prices are ridiculous. These eggs were like $9 and something. Freaking crazy. That bag of pizza rolls, $6 and something. I mean, are you kidding me right now? It makes you not even want to eat that much because you ain't got the money to go buy more groceries.
People really be feeding their kids the worst possible food. It's all sugar and grease. Click on the video on your screen right now to see why Starbucks just laid off 2,000 employees while their CEO just got paid $100 million.